Hello, welcome into another Tuesday edition. I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please hit that subscribe button so that you can chat in my chats. Welcome in. It's Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday. This is a crazy busy week this time. So I apologize if I'm a little scatterbrained. Welcome in Judy and Dawn and Charlotte and Chloe. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. We are just going to chit chat tonight. I am going to trim up some half square triangles that I have. You know, I work a lot with half square triangles, so I'm just going to be trimming that today. Anastasia is still working. I just moved her out of the way, and Ricky and Beauty are going to their spa day tomorrow. So I have to be up at 4:30 in the, or I have to be leaving, not up. I have to be leaving at 4:30 in the morning. So I am frazzled. I'm frazzled. I'm just getting everything working and going. Welcome in, Linda and Jennifer. Glad you guys are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and Linda says she paid the rent. Yes, thank you. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I am gonna grab a few things. Um, and I will go over these as I get there. Oh, I completely forgot to post the link for the So You quilt shop. Okay. So if you guys missed Sunday night, I showed this batik, this beautiful batik on Sunday night. Welcome in, Katie. Glad you're here. So this batik has the relief of a Highland cow on it. So yeah, I bought 1 yard of it, and I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing with it yet, but it's gorgeous. It's tie-dye looking. And then it's got the Highland cows on it. So they can be fussy cut and used. So this is a big print. I'm not gonna incorporate it into any of my smaller projects. Guys, I can't talk today. I just can't. Today has been a day. I got a quilt quilted in its entirety. I also went and took my training for judging on Thursday. I am judging 4-H projects on Thursday. Sewing, of course. What else would I judge? But I am judging sewing projects on Thursday for 4-Hers. So I get to interview the kids and find out, what inspired them to do this project, like all of that kind of stuff. I got to do all of that. It is pretty fabric, Judy, isn't it? It's gorgeous. I love it. I love it. And so, of course, the moment that I saw it, I had to send a picture to Jess because she is all about the Highland cows. So I had to send a picture to her. Chloe says it had 99 degrees today in Rhode Island. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm not jealous. Not jealous. So I did pick up some other stuff while I was on Shop Hop. So I figured I should show you guys. And okay. So it was a pool day. Yes, I really want to go to the hot tub tonight, but it may thunderstorm here in the next probably hour or so. So I'm not going to hold out hope that I can go to the hot tub. Oh, 95 in Georgia. It didn't get that high here. It's 72 right now, or 73. Says that the rain is stopping soon. There's no rain right where I'm at right now. Let me see what my phone says, because my phone is usually more accurate. It says 74. The high today was supposed to be 73, but it ended up going up to 74 today. So it's not super, super bad. Chloe says she's not a fan of this weather, right? Right? Okay, so years ago, like 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I don't remember, I picked up Aurora. It's a Jacqueline de Jong Be Colorful design kit. And so I have all the fabrics to make this one. I picked up the kit. I didn't just pick up the pattern. It is paper piecing, in case you're wondering. But I picked up the kit of this one. And so the fabrics for it are sitting up here underneath my orange box. Dawn says it reached 100 in Massachusetts. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And Judy's not a fan of this hot weather, and Hades her perfect. Yeah, we go 75 maybe is as hot as I like it to go. I don't really like it to go any higher than that, just because then we're talking I can't roll the windows down. Yes, please stay cool, Dawn. Do you have AC in Massachusetts? Is it common to have air conditioning in Massachusetts? I know a lot of northern states don't tend to have it as a standard. We do here, but not every home has air conditioning. Some homes, you might have a window unit. You might have evaporative cooler, things like that. AC can't handle the too high temps. Ours can. In the southeast they can, but I assume that they're giving you guys different kind of air conditioners. Okay, so this is the one that I already have. This is the one I already own, and I already own all the fabrics that go with it. Okay. So on my shop hop, I picked up Endless. It is another Jacqueline de Jong kit, but I only picked up the pattern and the papers. So I do not have the fabrics for this one. So I have this one. I have the fabrics. I don't have the fabrics for this one. So what I'm thinking about doing, and you know me. So what I'm thinking about doing is I think I'm going to change the colors in Endless, and I'm going to do something a little bit more eye-catching than just all the bright colors against black. I think I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it. I think I am. So stay tuned. I have not even started this one yet. I have one more Judy Niemeyer that I've gotten everything cut for. So this will be the next paper piecing project up after, or big paper piecing, like full quilt paper piecing project up after the Judy Niemeyer. And so this will follow shortly after this one. So I will do this one, and then very quickly after that, I'm going to start this one. So look for these in 2026, okay? I already know it is not going to happen in 2025, but be keeping an eye out. These may be early 2026, or it may be middle part. It's an intense pattern. Yes, it is. They are incredibly intense. I'm thinking, because with Endless, it literally is you're following lines of flying geese around. I want to do something different than what she's done here to get that effect, but I will keep that effect. Like it'll be different colors, but I definitely want to do it. I did pick up a few free patterns as well, or they were given to us for free. Let's see. Linked Along. It's it looks like all the squares are interlocked with each other. These are the ones from the back, and the 40 carat packs are are jelly rolls. So these are jelly roll friendly patterns. So if I decide I'm not going to do these, I will send them out. Oh, yay! Yes. Thank you, Katie. Yes, guys. The raffle is just over a month away for the Super Chat raffle. So if you want to enter the Super Chat raffle tonight, please do. Please do. Every Super Chat gives you a raffle ticket entry. Everyone gives you an entry. All right. So I've also got this one. This one is also jelly roll friendly. And I'm not sure. I definitely don't like the colors of the ones on the front. I like the little blue one a little bit better, but I don't like the harvest looking ones. That pattern's pretty. Yes, it really could. They all of these patterns are gorgeous. There's so much you can do with them. Sorry, puppy is annoying me. Okay, there we go. All right, and then this is the last one. This is also Jelly Roll friendly. I'm covering up the price because they didn't charge me for it. But it's called Confetti. So that's one version of it. And then the colors on the back, you know, it's very jumpy looking, but I think it would be a quick assembly project. Like, I don't think it'll take forever to do. So these are Jelly Roll friendly. Let's see. What else did I get? What else did I get? I feel like I got some. Oh, I did get other stuff. I did. I got a sticker. This says Peacemaker. And it's got 9 star quilt stars on there. They're lone stars. Yes, all of them have a lot of movement. They do. But Confetti definitely has a ton of movement. Absolute ton of movement. I got a sticker I can't show you guys because of the language on it. Welcome in, Sylvia. Glad you're here. I do pick up the stickers with interesting sayings. So I did pick up one that's very, very spicy that I can't show on YouTube. Okay. So you guys know I'm already working on the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt for October. So it is already in my stack over here. It's already being worked on. Like, it's already, the center's already done. I've just got to add borders and then layer and quilt it. So it's close. It's not going to take me until October to finish it. But while I'm on these shop hops, I always look for possible future ideas for quilts. And I kind of liked how the whole panel idea has gone so far with Sew and Tell giveaway quilts. I really like how that's working out because it not only made it a little bit snarky stickers, decorate my machine. Yes, this will be going on Beauty once she's back from the spa day because I really don't want to offend the service workers who are, you know, trained to work on the machine because, you know, they are working on my machine. I want her to be fixed properly. I don't want them to be too distracted by my stickers. So I picked up this panel, and this panel is unique. And it's actually folded in half. So I've got the fold over here. So this has 2 different things on it. This has postcard pieces. So I can cut these out and make postcards out of them and send them off or whatever. And then it's got all of these things down here and duplicate of them up here. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am trying to get to the 1,000. Thank you, Katie. She says y'all share my live link to see if we can't get others in here for the live. She's trying to get to her 1,000 milestone. Yes, please, please, please. So this bottom down here, like there's one that showed up, tiny buds, or tiny seeds grow big dreams. There's one that says shine. Of course, there's the flower here, growing strong and beautiful, beloved friend, love grows here, a mixed bouquet of love. Like all of these cool little sayings on it. So I have an idea in mind about what I want to do. And the postcards may end up in the quilt as well. So this will be April's Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. This is the start of it, this panel. This gives me a springboard to go off of so that I can plan from there what I want to do. And then I went ahead and picked up October's. So ignore the fact that there's black background, okay? Because the black may not go into the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. There's 8 different panels, so here's 4 of them. They are all pumpkins. They're all very like light colored pumpkins, and it's got gold accents on it, and there's sunflowers. There's a little bit of blue from some ribbon in here. And then this one has blue in the flower pot. It's very pale blue. A little bird up here. 3 pumpkins in this panel. Let's see. Then we've got, what do we have? What do we have? We've got different 3 pumpkins. We've got some extra sunflowers. We've got more ribbon. We've got more blue. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's pastel-y. It's not like it's not super bold, but it's not without color. I mean, it really shows up better in person. Let me see if I can get this color showing up. Okay, so you see that blue that's in here and that pale orange. Welcome in, Laura. The little chickadee that's in there. I don't know what kind of bird it is, so I'm calling it a chickadee. So all of these beautiful colors in this panel and this little orange and white border. So yes, so I have this for October next year for the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. So I picked those up while I was traveling. What else did I get? What else did I get? I did get a few more stickers. What are those? Okay, those are not from the trip. This one is like a little locket. It's got flowers in it. It's a little papery sticker. Then I've got one that is a little bag with what looks like felted flowers on it. And then I also got, I thought this was the most adorable one in the world, guys. Okay, I know we're not in Christmas right now, but it's a Christmas tree of all kinds of sewing machine notions, and there's a sewing machine. There's thread, there's pin cushions, there's scissors and buttons. Oh, there's a saying at the bottom, but I'm not sure I can read it, guys. Something to quilt. It's TOO and then something and then quilt. So I have no idea what it actually says, so I apologize. I cannot read it. It is scripty font. Yeah, it's scripty font. So I just can't read it. Laura says the tree is adorable. Yes, anything Christmas, right? Absolutely. So somebody was giving away books or magazines, and this is Love of Quilting from 2011. So Fons and Porter Love of Quilting from 2011. It is their September-October edition, and I fell in love with this quilt here. It's a mix of points with New York Beauty. So there's New York Beauty pieces. It is paper piecing, so don't think it's not. It is definitely paper piecing. But so I picked up the magazine. It was a freebie, but I picked it up because I will absolutely want to do this one. So that one may be coming up as well. Let's see. What else? That is everything from this shop hop. All of this is from a different shop hop. And different stores. Yeah. It's all from different stores and different shops. So yeah, so I have the panels for April and October next year, guys. I am way ahead of the game on that. I am behind on everything else in my life except for being ahead on that. So what are you guys doing this week? Like, what do you guys have going on? What do you have on your plate? I'm going to start trimming these half square triangles up because I need to get them done. But what do you have going on? What's going on in your life? Like, what do you have? What's on your plate, guys? Welcome in, Pam. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So tomorrow I am going to take everything to I've got 5 machines total. 3 of them are not mine. So 3 machines that are not mine plus my 2. I'm taking for their spa day tomorrow. I'm going all the way up to Montana. And I'm leaving super bright and early, way before I really want to be awake. Who else does that? Like, who else does the super bright and early trips that they just really shouldn't do it that way? Because I am definitely in that boat. I am definitely in the boat. I want to be there when they open so they have as much time as possible. And so I have a better chance of getting both of my machines done versus just one. Because they have not been serviced in 8 years. That's pretty sad. I should have had my machine serviced before now. But I didn't have time. I didn't have time to be without my machines. So since they're going to do it in one day, I don't have to worry about it. Excuse you, sir. Could you not, please? Come here. Come here. Let's see. Charlotte is assembling her PDF dress pattern. Cat knocked a glass of water. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I would be sitting there with a hairdryer hoping to help finish it, hoping to help hurry it up to dry it. Pam says early travel is better than late. Yes, it is. Absolutely it is. We are it has been decided this strike is a lockout, so I'll be receiving unemployment. We have negotiations again tomorrow. Okay. Well, I guess that's better than waiting for it to, waiting another couple of weeks for them to make a decision. Still not a great plan, but at least there's been a decision. I guess that's a positive. Am I right? Please tell me I'm right. That's good news, that there's a, at least some kind of, going ahead with it. Unemployment is not fun. I know that. EPP flowers. Did I say 3 Ps? EPP flowers. Those will be awesome. Those will be awesome, Sylvie. I can't wait to see them. And guys, next week is Show and Tell. So do not forget to get your Show and Tell in. You have until 3 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesday, 1 week from today. Chloe says she's been sewing Fat Quarter Shop Stardust pattern in purples. Oh, I bet that's going to be so pretty. So pretty. Yes. Thank you, Laura. She's praying, Chloe, that there's a resolution soon. Because, yeah, unemployment, I don't know how long unemployment lasts in your state, but some states it doesn't last long enough to carry us through. More pressure on management. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. That's good news. 89-degree temps are helping out the drying. Yes, I bet they are, Charlotte. Now, I will say this. Anything we get wet here, most of the time we have enough dry air. It's lack of humidity going on enough that it will not be an issue for things to dry. Like my hair. Yeah, my hair dries really fast here. It doesn't dry in the south. I got fabric for my commission project. It is way too turquoise and not blue. Oh no. Oh no. I got an email. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna order more fabric? Are you going to how are you going to fix that it's way too turquoise? What's the options? I don't have too much hope, but we'll see. Oh yeah, absolutely, Chloe. We're gonna send all the positive thoughts we can your way. Absolutely, we're gonna do that. Let's see. Yes, gotta hate that. Everything that I ordered from Marshall Dry Goods came in the right shades. So, but I really wasn't trying to compare them. I did get an email, so we'll see how this goes. But I got an email Saturday. Somebody gave out my name and phone number and email address to someone who is needing a large quilted. So we will see if anything comes of that or not. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. Um, yeah, please let me know what you're gonna do about that fabric, because that's not cool. That's not cool. And I know how disappointing it is when it's a commission piece, because then there's all this pressure to get it right the first time, and when it's that far off, it is so incredibly hard. So incredibly hard. I guess I should have checked the size I need to trim these to, but I'm fairly confident that I did the right thing. Oh, I guess I should have checked. Need to talk to the ladies. I have 16 blocks done. They wanted 24. I'm thinking I need to just find another sky fabric it may be. I like that idea. Just do it every other block. Yeah. Hoping to get downstairs and long arm another quilt and hopefully have it ready for someone to. Yay! I love that idea, Judy. I like that. And yes, there is always hope, Laura. You were so right. How are you feeling, by the way? How are you feeling? Because you've been hit hard too with everything. Um, in case you're wondering, guys, the half square triangles I am trimming are for Friday's project. So look at that beautiful batik. So this is my test version of the actual version that I'm going to do again. Is going to be using my dog park layer cake that I absolutely love and was sent to me as a wonderful birthday present by a subscriber. So that is going to be my actual I'm going to do live with you guys version. This is my prep for it and make sure that I can do it and that it turns out beautiful before I cut into dog park because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up. I want to give it as much beauty and glory as it deserves because it is gorgeous. It is absolutely stunning. And I picked fabrics. Where did I do with them? They may still be on my ironing board at the moment. My studio is a mess, guys. You cannot see the entirety of my desk here. It is an absolute mess. They provided fabric. Me buying 1 yard was a risk, but if it would have matched, it would have been easy. That's true. That's very true. At least you have that fabric for a different project, so you're not stuck with it without, being able to use it, if that makes sense. Even if it might be a little bit harder to incorporate it, at least it's, still there. I find that matching blues and reds are always where I struggle. I definitely struggle with blues and reds because I think every dye lot is different just by a hair, and it's just enough that it makes it incredibly hard to do. Incredibly hard. So we're going to see how many of these I can get done. I've got, let's see. Once I get done with these, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 20 half square triangles to do after this is all done. So if I can get these trimmed, that's only 20 I have left to do, which is not bad. Not bad, especially with all the traveling and all the other stuff going on. Let's see, honestly not great. Spent Saturday in the ER. Haven't been able to keep food down for a month. Dangerously low in potassium and need an IV infusion. I'm seeing a GI tomorrow. Oh, I hope that GI gives you a lot of information about what's going on with you, Laura, because yeah, not keeping food down for a month, that's the not good way to lose weight. Smashing blacks gives me. Oh, you are not wrong, Charlotte. You are not wrong. All right, he keeps going over and playing with his beds. Let me have him bring me his beds so he stops playing with them when he shouldn't be. Come here, pal. All right, bring. Go bring it. Yes, bring. Sir, bring. All right, go get the other one. Go get the other one. So I took all the stuffing out of his dog beds, guys, because they needed to be washed and they won't fit in my washing machine with all the stuffing in there. Um, but yeah, so now it's a matter of keeping him settled while his dog beds are not where they are supposed to be. Yes, everybody didn't have the 15 pounds to lose. Yes, I understand that. I do. I've been there. It's been a while since I've been to that, but yeah, I understand. Oh yeah, absolutely, Laura. We are all praying for you and sending you well wishes and all of that because you need to be better. You need to your body needs to stop throwing you curveballs. The curveballs are not appreciated. The curveballs are not appreciated. Um, I I've actually been having to use my wheelchair more. So we've moved my wheelchair. It was over here in the corner, but we've moved it so that I can get to it and use it more regularly. So when I go up to Montana tomorrow, I'm taking the wheelchair with me. It promises to be an interesting day, but I will have the wheelchair should I need it. And if I don't, then that's good news that I don't. But I will be using it Thursday, so for the judging that I'm doing, because I don't really want to risk needing the help and not having it. That's one of the hardest things to adjust to is needing to have that help and not having it there. Welcome in, Debbie. She says hopefully she can get through the whole video without interruptions. You know, I can't guarantee that. I might interrupt. Oh, yeah, been one thing or another. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, I did talk, if you guys want to know, because you've been following my sagas as well. I will be getting another hearing with Social Security. So I've got to send them information to get that into my file, the additional information since the last denial that I got. So I'm going to have to send them information to get that into the file. But I will I will be getting one more shot at another hearing to see whether or not the judge is finally decided that he's done fighting with me about my disability. So that will be up and coming and pending. So you guys will hear more details about it when that gets scheduled. And if it's scheduled for when I would normally be live, I of course will not be live. I will have to cancel my live so that I can be at my hearing. Welcome in, Andy. Glad you are here. Glad you're here. So glad to see you. So yeah, we're waiting for the next hearing. So did everybody get the list of what you need for Friday if you want to do the Grandma's Cakes and Fans quilt? It's going to be an easy one. I promise it's going to be an easy quilt. This is just because I haven't been able to work exclusively on it. Oh, you just finished it. Okay, let me live vicariously through you. What did you have for dinner? Does anybody watch the little shorts that come up and do you get yeah, disability should not be so hard. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so Katie, it is a hearing for my disability. So last hearing that I had, the judge decided that I was not disabled. He was siding with the people who had made decisions before him. And he was deciding that I was not disabled because in some of my medical records he says, "Ooh, pot roast and biscuits." Ooh. He said that one of my doctors wrote that I had told them I could walk for 15 minutes 4 times a week. 15 minutes a day 4 times a week. And he has to tell you where in the record he found this information. Well, I looked exactly where that information was, and it wasn't there. So he was pulling just random stuff. And they told him that he's got to give me a new hearing, or I get to be sent back for a hearing because he didn't consider the entirety of the doctor's notes. So the doctor said that I can walk occasionally, I can stand occasionally, and I can sit occasionally with frequent position changes, which is required because I'm in pain. I'm in a lot of pain. And he just took the fact that I can walk, talk, or I can walk, talk, and stand and chew gum. He basically took that part of it, but he ignored the fact that I need the frequent position changes. Um, so he basically just made an arbitrary decision. Um, let's see. Laura says the whole SSDI is frustrating. Yes. Um, yeah. So okay. So my first, Andy says she waited 3 years and was denied twice because she can do other work. Yeah, of course we can all do other work, supposedly. Haven't said anything about it, but I'm thinking about filing for early retirement. So I've already been labeled handicapped due to losses in my airway. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, the so I was approved. I do not have an attorney, Laura. Good question. Um, so I applied when I left work in 2016, and it took me until December of 2018 to get my hearing. So 2.5 years, because of course I got denied at first, and applying for the hearing, and then finally got the hearing in December of 18, and that judge said that I was disabled. He wholeheartedly agreed with all of my doctor's records and all of this other that I was disabled. Well, I was disabled, but I still had to go under reviews. So I had to go under a review every so many years. Well, my review hit in 2021. And the problem with that is that in 2020, we moved to Biloxi. And when we moved there, I had to change what Medicare Advantage plan I had because people weren't accepting Medicare, but they were taking the Medicare Advantage plans. But they weren't taking the one that I had, and I wasn't getting approved to go see any of the doctors there. So I stopped. I had to stop all my medications and all my treatments because I didn't have insurance coverage, and it was going to take a 6-hour drive one direction to go to a doctor on my old health insurance plan, and I'd have to use my parents' address. Like, it was going to be a whole big deal. Like, it was going to be huge to go back on the old plan, and I would only be allowed to do that once. So if I didn't want to have to drive, like let's say I needed emergency care, I needed to be able to go to a hospital in Biloxi or Gulfport in that area because that's where I was living, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I changed my plans. So like it was a whole big deal. I talked to everybody that I could, and they recommended this one particular company. I chose that company's Medicare Advantage plan, and lo and behold, every doctor that plan said I could go to, I would go to schedule an appointment, and they would tell me we don't accept that Medicare plan, that Medicare Advantage plan. Like, well, Medicare Advantage plan says that you do, and I was basically caught in the middle. So there was no doctors I could see, no doctors would see me under my insurance. And, so basically if I wanted to see a doctor, I would have had to pay out of pocket. Well, nothing was an emergency, so I didn't do that. So when my review came up in 2021, I didn't have enough medical history for the person who was reviewing my case. And she basically denied me because I had not been seeing a doctor, so therefore I must be okay. In spite of the fact that I had just started back with a whole bunch of doctors and all of that. Sometimes it depends on how well your doctors take notes on you. Yes, and that's part of it too. My primary care, when I went back to Alabama, had previously been a very good doctor for me. But when I went back, his notes, like he said he did this particular exam on me that he never did. Like it was a whole shenanigans level of, care. And like if I the electric wheelchair process. Let me go back for that real quick. The whole electric wheelchair process, physical therapy told me I needed one. So okay, how do I get one? Go talk to your primary care, and they can prescribe it. Okay, that's fine. I went to talk to my primary care, and he said that my plan wouldn't pay for it. I would have to go through a neurologist to get it prescribed. Well, he sent me to a neurologist, and he wouldn't send me to any other neurologist. Like he wouldn't like refer me to any more after this first one. But the neurologist he sent me to basically spent less than 2 minutes in the room with me, said, "You're too young. If you were 85 years old and having trouble walking, I'd prescribe it. But you're too young. I'm not going to prescribe you an electric wheelchair." He wouldn't prescribe me a manual wheelchair either. Like he wouldn't do anything. It was just, I was at his mercy. So, welcome in, Teresa. Glad you're here. Yeah, we kind of got off topic. We're on Social Security disability. We ended up off topic, so bear with. I apologize. So to answer the question about the attorney, I initially had an attorney when I filed and then got denied and then was told I probably need to get an attorney. So I got one, and then I moved halfway across the state. And the attorney that I had, I called him up and I was like, okay, what should we be doing? Because I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs waiting for I'm just waiting for, Social Security to do something. What am I supposed to be doing? And his response was that I needed to keep all my doctor's appointments. Welcome in, Shelly. She's been lurking. That's okay. That is okay. You are allowed to lurk. I do not mind. It's more about their notations and what you can and can't do. Yes, you can be labeled handicapped and not qualify. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, so I had an attorney, and when I said, look, I can't afford to go to the doctor because I have no health care coverage. And no joke, guys, his words to me over the phone were that he's not a miracle worker and I just need to figure out a way. So I need to figure out a way to see doctors, even though I have no income and no money, and I can't afford to go see doctors. But I need to keep up with my doctor's appointments because, those are going to be what, determines if I'm disabled or not. But that was my attorney telling me that. So I had another attorney step in and help get that first attorney fired, even though the second attorney wasn't going to take my case either. And now that I'm at the point that I'm at right now, anytime I've talked to an attorney's office about taking my case, the response is that we will take your case as soon as you are completely denied and you stop fighting it and you start over brand new. So basically all the back pay that I'm due at this point and all the amount that I owe the Social Security right now and all of that, all of these calculations, I would be responsible and owe every last bit of it before an attorney would take my case, and then they would take, of course, part of my back pay when I eventually get approved again. So that's why I don't have an attorney. But I'm getting better at advocating for myself when it comes to all of it, but it's still a mess. It is absolutely a mess. And Pam said insurance is another nightmare. It is. I mean, how am I supposed to afford to do things if I don't have insurance? Like, it's just crazy mess. Absolute crazy mess. But anyway, so I do have another hearing coming up. I just don't know when yet. So if I get distracted or it seems like I'm not focused, there's that going on in the background. There is that going on in the background, guys. Oh. So just know that when we do this when we do Grandma's Cakes and Fans on Friday, you will be trimming and you will have a bit of waste. You will have a bit of cutoff, okay? These are bigger than my normal cutoff pieces. Normally, I don't want you to have a cutoff piece this big, but you will have bigger cutoffs with this particular pattern. But it will be fun. It will be fun. It will be lots of fun. Where else can you work with fun batiks? I mean, come on. You can work with any fabrics. But where else do you get to work with fun batiks but my channel, right? Like I'm the fun one, right? Am I the fun one? I don't know if I'm the fun one. I might be the crazy one. I do need to go through my scraps and start getting some scraps cut down too. That's going to be my next Monday night thing. I was over at Williams last night and lost internet. And it was several hours before the internet came back up. And there was a massive outage. Massive internet outage. I'm just glad it's not happening tonight. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. We're not having internet problems tonight. So, are you already starting on your Christmas projects? Do you already have Christmas projects in mind? Have you already started on them? Are you putting them off and hoping that Christmas doesn't come? Like what's your plan with Christmas, guys? I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas yet. So I need to know what you guys are planning for Christmas. And I will also have a graduation quilt to start next school year, or this upcoming school year. Yes to all. I'm crazy. I love it. I'm okay with that. So the do you guys want me to do a Christmas project? Like, do you want me to specifically do a Christmas project? Started a Christmas project last year, but I still didn't. I know that feeling. I know that very, very well. Shelly says she hasn't even started thinking about Christmas, right? It's hard to think about Christmas when the weather is so nice and pretty and hot and toasty and all of that right now. Don't know yet, but Nikolai will be home this Christmas go around. Then our 15th wedding anniversary a few days later. Oh, that's exciting, Katie. That's very exciting. We need to still get August set, because I think we're going to go with August if that's cool with you. Let's see. Plan to sew up the Fat Quarter Quick Shop Christmas mystery. Oh, that'll be awesome. I love stuff like that. Oh, and if Stitch in Heaven does their mystery, do you guys want me to do a Zoom with it again this year? Plan for Christmas. This is first year in a few years where I may get to see my daughter for Christmas. Yay! I'm glad you get to see your daughter, Pam. That's fantastic. Oh, perfect, Katie. That works. Is it a new one? A new one today? Because I haven't seen it yet, but that's okay. I will look in my email box and see what I've got. I will look. I have not been looking at email all day. I was quilting a quilt so that I could get it off the frame. Debbie says, I'm so sorry you're going through this, Tammy. There are so many people on disability that really shouldn't be. Absolutely, Debbie. Absolutely. Now, I do get the side glances from people because there are days that it does not look like I have any disability whatsoever. Because it is a low pain day, or it's just one of those days where I am pushing past it no matter what. And yeah, there's other days that it's wheelchair day. Tomorrow's going to be a wheelchair day by the end of it for sure. And then Thursday is definitely a wheelchair day after doing all the traveling on Wednesday. Let's see, got snail mail today. Oh, 2 July Fat Quarter Shop holiday boxes, along with a couple of extras. Oh, that's very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, okay. I will double check. I think I got it. I think I did. I will look in just a little bit. Oh, I got a text. Oh no. Okay. All right. It is what it is. Yes. Happy Mail is fantastic. I love getting Happy Mail. I love Happy Mail. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Love it. Um, so I've got the Batik Aero quilt. I need to finish pressing everything and then start trimming up all the blocks. Then I can start putting it together. I can figure out the layout and put it together. We do still have the pink and red hexagon quilts that needs to get done, and I do need to work on it some. So that will be in the rotation as well. I got so many quilts going, guys. I got so many quilts. Probably do an unboxing, even though I know y'all. Oh, that's okay. Unboxings are fun, Katie. Even if we've already seen it, seeing your excitement at seeing what's in it is also, absolutely worth it. That's part of the thing about unboxings is even if I've seen what it is, it's the, seeing the expression on your face when you open it. If those on disability shouldn't be that make it difficult. Yes, that for the ones who really need it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, guys, I have tried. I have applied for jobs. I have gone to interviews, applying. I've applied for jobs and gotten interviews. And then when I get there, when I explain what my limitations are, that's when I lose the job. Like I don't even get the job because, we have that discussion at the interview of, hey, I can only do this for so long and then I have to change positions and, I would need to take breaks. And as soon as I hit a year, I'm probably going to need FMLA. I don't tell them that, but they're already thinking it. But like I can't stand for more than 15 minutes and I can't sit without changing positions. You guys don't see how many times I actually change positions. This chair is like the godsend that I needed. This chair is like the only chair that I have that does not hurt. Like even the chair in the living room that I sit in, because my husband and I both have, wing armchairs or whatever, wing back armchairs, something like that. They're armchairs, with ottomans, and I can't sit through 15 minutes of a show without changing positions. Welcome in, Patty. Yes. Well, see, I've tried getting a lawyer. It's that they don't want to take my case because they want back pay. They want to get paid, and the only way they get paid is if there's back pay to be had. And right now, the amount of back pay is still so little for the amount of work they would have to do. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. None of the attorneys I've talked to will even talk to me about it because they want to start with you when you first apply. So I would have to reset and do a new application, and I would lose so much time and I would lose so many benefits because when they denied my disability back last July, they denied it all the way back to 2022. Yeah, there's no pro bono attorneys that'll take it, Katie. I've tried that too. I've looked at all the pro bonos as well. For all of the benefits of Casper and the state of Wyoming, for all the benefits here, legal help is one of the areas that I have not found success with. So anytime you need legal help, you are basically probably going out of the state most of the time. Unless you have lots of money, because the people here want to just make money. I had a pro bono attorney for a little bit in Alabama, and that's how I got rid of my first attorney because he needed to be fired. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, see, family law attorneys are much easier to find with pro bono. Social Security disability ones, not so much. And Social Security disability attorneys can only take a certain percentage of your income. So even if, like, let's say you get $40,000 in back pay, they do not get that much off of that $40,000. They probably have put in more work and more effort and more money into your case than they're getting paid for. That's the other challenge. Oh, that's very cool, Shelly. She says that her husband was lucky. The place he worked helped get his Social Security. So originally, my attorney helping me with my um, workplace disability because I was having issues with that program as well. The attorney that I had helping me with that was able to do some things that helped me with my Social Security case originally. Need to get for Blaze, census by a mom. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense, Katie. That makes sense. Um, yeah, family law is, one where you're typically going to find some people who are willing to do pro bono. Social Security disability is not one of those categories. You're going to be hard pressed because they're going to have to put a lot of work and effort into it, and they want massive amounts of money that they can't get from you. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But having a hearing, that's a good thing. Oh, gotcha, Katie. That's a long time to go without seeing your kids. So I understand. But yeah, they don't do that with Social Security disability, at least not here. And I have called some national companies that do lawyers for Social Security. So I've tried to get a job. I've tried a lot of different things throughout the years. And nothing has been successful yet. Yeah, I can understand that, Katie. There's people like that out there. Unfortunately. So, you guys can brainstorm with me. There is a Skinny Robin 16-point Mariner's Compass book from Robin Ruth that is supposed to be required to do this. This is a pattern I picked up last year for super cheap because they didn't have anything. So it's the Skinny Robin 16-point Mariner's Compass book and ruler. So if any of you guys have heard of that, let me know. It's on my to-do list. It's not a very important to-do list. Oh, okay. So the supply list, it is on the community tab and it is in Facebook as well. Are you in the Facebook group? But it is also in the community tab, the posts tab. Let's see. I believe. Please tell me I did. Oh, apparently I didn't. Okay. Bear with me. Let me go grab the fabric requirements for Friday for you guys, because that's kind of important. If you want to follow along, it's kind of important to have that. All right. Let me see if it will copy and paste. Let's see. There we go. Control C and Control V. Oh, let's see. What layer cake? Okay. I'm going to take out some of the extra so that this makes sense. Because I typed a whole lot of extra. Let's see. see. Gotta love YouTube, right? All right, 1¼ yard for sashing and 1 yard for borders. Okay, and then let me, that's not where I clicked. There we go. Okay, let's do this. All right, hang on. I'm getting it in there. I'm glad you asked, Debbie. I'm glad you asked. All right, so you need 1 layer cake of your color and print, 1½ yard background, 1¼ yard for sashing, and 1 yard for borders. And you'll need 4 inches by width of fabric for whatever you choose for cornerstones. So I didn't put a whole lot of spaces in there, so I do apologize. Oh, he is 7 months. Oh, fantastic, Katie. Let's see. Let's see. I think I have the ruler and pattern for one of her designs. I haven't looked to see why the book is required. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the book is required either. Maybe to understand how the ruler works. I don't know. Oh gosh, Teresa, she says she had to drive 4 hours today and she's pooped. I am driving 4¼ one way tomorrow and then driving back home. Yes, he does have an improved support system in Georgia. Did I go to the doctor for meds or for fun? Yeah, I went for meds and not really for fun. It was not, going to the doctor was never the pleasant experience. I am supposed to be seeing the doctor right now for my wrist and can't afford to because I don't have the insurance to go see her. So we're trying desperately to avoid me having to have surgery, emergency surgery on my wrist. I worked today around 2 o'clock. I felt like I hit a brick wall, made a cup of coffee. It was a blessing. Yes, Shelly, that 2 o'clock slump is so real. So real. Have my fabric starched for the layer cake pattern. Didn't starch the layer cake. Yes, you might want to starch the layer cake. Since you starched all the other fabric, you might want to starch the layer cake. Just that way everything's going to have the same hand to it. I did not pre-starch this layer cake because it was batiks and I did not starch my fabric. So basically now I had to, when I pressed them, I had to starch them. So you do have the flexibility. So should you not want to pre-starch, that you can starch later, but yes. Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. You're so welcome. I had to sign some papers. It was a beautiful day at least. Yeah, no, that's a good reason. That's a good thing to be happy for, Teresa. I am hoping that tomorrow is going to be gorgeous. So I'm driving up to Montana to have my 2 machines, hopefully, plus 3 machines for the county, have them serviced and returned to a working state. And then I will return around and come home. It's going to be a long day. Yeah, I am going to starch, I'm going to starch Dog Park before I work with it. So Dog Park will get starched before Friday. I don't know when, but sometime before Friday. Sometime before Friday. Oh, I wish I could show you my colors. I think they're out of reach. It's got to be out of reach because it's not like right here. So here's what I can show you. Let me move this. Let me move that. Okay, so this is the sample that you guys are going to see on Friday before. Yeah, it's going to be a very long day. You're not wrong. Okay, so you guys have seen, I'm working with batiks, and I've got this gray mottled color. That is my background color. Now, I did go ahead and get 2 yards. So if you have a little bit of extra, that will help a lot as well. Willow went with me. Oh, that's fantastic, Teresa. Gotta love that she went with you. So my batiks, my fat quarters, my layer cake is all batiks. So this one is one. You know, here's one of the others. Starching makes it so much nicer. Yes, it does. So my layer cake, so you will have some left over after doing what I am working on right now, but I'm not telling you any numbers. And then I have sashing and cornerstones. So sashing and cornerstones are also going to be in batiks. These two batiks are not anywhere in my fat quarter or in my layer cakes. I don't know why I'm calling fat quarters. They're not anywhere in my fat quarters. So these are enough different that they'll still look good with it, but they won't be competing for all the color and the gorgeousness. So that is the sample one that you guys are going to see. And the other that I'm going to be doing live with you is buried. You're right? I agree, Laura. You think you should at least offer. Paladin doesn't offer either, though. Paladin does not offer to do any of the driving either. It's awful. It really stinks. Starching makes it so much nicer. Yes, it does. I love that. I don't know if I'd already read that or not, but it still stands true. I do love that. Yeah. It is. Starching really does make such a huge difference. So we're going to get through these last two, and then I'll call it a night because I have some other things I need to take care of tonight. I'm on the other side of that discussion. I want my fabric washed and not starched. See, so the layer cake is really hard unless you're cutting your own layer cake to pre-wash your layer cake. It's really hard to do that, but I usually do pre-wash all my fabrics. But a layer cake I'm not going to pre-wash. So all of my other fabrics that are going into these quilts are not getting pre-washed because I am going to keep them all like for like. So if you have managed to pre-wash your fabric that you cut to layer cakes, like if you're cutting your scraps to layer cakes, then definitely definitely pre-wash everything. But I try not to wash my fabrics if my pre-cuts are not already washed, or if I can't assume that they're already washed. Some of them I can, some of them I can't. It's just hit or miss. My pups have never offered either, and I do so much for them. Right? I know. It's like crazy. All right, I guess I should ask, do you guys want me to cut through a little bit more and hang out longer, or are you good? I guess I'll do 4 more. Pam says she doesn't use mini pre-cuts. I don't either. But, we did jelly roll, or I did a jelly roll race back last year. And the request came in that I do a pattern based off of charm squares. So I cut all my charm squares. Or I cut a charm square pack, basically. I cut the equivalent to a charm square pack. And I did a charm square pattern in February. Then April was flying geese because somebody mentioned that they wanted to learn how to get better at flying geese. And if you are watching this on replay and you hear that and you are that person, please leave me a comment. Laura says she starches pre-cuts and adjusts the measurements. She's here for it. Okay, so the nice thing with this one, you will not have to adjust your measurements. You will not be required to adjust your measurements to make this one work. So this quilt we're doing on Friday, don't adjust anything. You will have enough wiggle room to make that starch work. So we will be here for it. We will be here for it all. I did that intentionally, actually. So this one is layer cakes, and then in 2 months we are doing strips. So that is August. We are doing strips. So what do you guys want to see after August? After we do strips in August, what do you want to see? What kind of pattern do you want me to work with? Do you want me to, what do you want me to design? I'll put it that way. Laura says she's here for it, and Chloe says, I like it, right? Oh, thank you, Andy. She says hugs all. Have a great live, Andy. Thank you for being here. And I haven't gotten used to being on Pacific time on Tuesdays. Thus, I'm usually late. That's okay. That's okay. It's an adjustment anytime you change time zones. It is such an adjustment. Such an adjustment. Yeah, I need to actually get dinner. I didn't realize I haven't eaten. Now that Andy, who came in and told me what she had for dinner, I feel like I'm super hungry now. Just because I haven't eaten dinner. When were you doing the mystery? Ooh, now that's a good one. Okay, great question. Great question. So, I haven't scheduled the mystery yet. So, okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal with the mystery. If I started in October, it will run, oh gosh, when will it run to? Let me look at it in just a second. I can pull it up. I can pull it up. Because I did design it. I did design it. On one of the many road trips my husband and I have taken, I drew it. And then it took me forever to get the math. So I have finally gotten the math. I think like all the math is done, I think. Let me double check. Because I gotta make it before you guys do it too. Laura says she doesn't change time zones. Oh yes, everybody else changes though, right? Okay, let me pull it up. And no, I cannot show you because that would give away the mystery. All right. So let me look at it because that's one, that's two. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I've gotten through 7 blocks, but it's going to run a year. So do you guys want me to start the mystery in October and have it run for a year? Because we'll just do it every month. Because we can do that. If you guys are up for that, would you guys like to start a mystery quilt in October? Now remember, when I design things, I don't design them the standard, you make all these 12-inch blocks and then you put them together, you know, however you want to with whatever sashing. I don't do that. So you're going to make, it's not as detailed, or it's not as big as a Bonnie Hunter mystery, like where you've got like 300 of something to make. I think the most of anything was like 16. Like that was it. I just used to always look forward to Tuesdays after work, and now that I'm not working and 2 hours earlier, my brain hasn't remembered. I understand that, fam. But yeah, so you guys give me feedback. If you want me to start the mystery in October, then we would be finishing up September of next year. And so that gives me September, August and September to get the colorways picked. And if you guys would like me to, and I'll be happy to, if you guys would like me to, I will coordinate with a shop here in Wyoming to have them put together kits that will look beautiful with the arrangement that I've done. Does that make sense? So it is a 1-year long mystery, but the most you're doing of anything is, I think, 16. You're not making any more than 16 of any of the units. Yeah, kind of a block of the month. It's a part a month, if that makes sense. So, okay, so if you've ever done, I don't know how many of you have done a Bonnie Hunter mystery, but Bonnie Hunter will issue out like, okay, this month or this week, she does hers weekly. This week you are making 109 patches. there is a 9 patch in the quilt, and you are making, I think, 16 of them. Now, if you want a larger quilt, you can always make more. But oh no, it isn't. I'm not competing with Bonnie Hunter on number of pieces and small sizes. No, no, I'm not doing that to you guys. Not doing that to you guys. But I can have a shop put together some kits that they will ship. And so if you don't want to pick colors, like if you feel like picking colors is not your cup of tea and you want to pick a pre-done kit, then we can go with that. And if you want to pick your own colors, you absolutely can. You do not have to, go with a kit. But if you want a kit, I can coordinate to get that going. I just need to know if y'all want to start in October, because then I need to get with them soon, so that they can go ahead and start putting kits, like putting the fabric orders in or whatever. And not everybody's quilt will be the same. So like if the shop runs out of a fabric or something, they will substitute in. But we will go with like a colorway. So if you want to do yours in reds and greens, you can do it that way. If you want to do it in pinks and blues, or purples and blues, we'll do it that way. Like we'll do like a colorway kind of selection, and we'll narrow it down, because I do not mind doing that. So you guys get to let me know. But yeah, no, we're not competing with Bonnie Hunter. These are going to be attainable. If you think about Cotton Cuts mysteries are attainable. So you're getting a block or a unit every month that is attainable, that you can sew in a couple of hours. This might take a little bit more than a couple of hours, but it's not going to be something that's going to take all month. This is something you could definitely, if you've got a Saturday free, you could get this, block cut and sewn, or these units cut and sewn on a Saturday and be ready for next month. Chloe says it sounds fun. Yay! Does October sound like a good start time? You guys want to start in October? Laura says she would personally like that because she has difficulty choosing fabric for a mystery shake project. Yeah, and that's what I hear a lot of people say. So like when Bonnie Hunter puts hers out, she gives you like color chips. So you can go to the store and go buy color chips. And I will do that for my colors, whatever colors I have chosen, I will give you the color chips for. So you can do that. But kits sometimes are so much easier, because then you don't have to think about it. You just know, okay, well, I've got, this fabric and this is my A fabric. So this fabric I need to cut this many pieces out of for this month. So I don't mind doing that. I just need to know if October works. Ooh, and since we're doing the retreat, not this September, but next September, then whoever wants to bring theirs to the retreat and finish it up at retreat would be able to do that. That would be exciting. I think that would be fantastic. How much is it? My mystery is free. If you choose your own fabrics and you pick your own fabrics, it'd be free. The kits, I have no idea, because I'm going to have to get with the quilt shops and see what they come up with. See how much they would charge for the fabric kits to make it. And I will ask, I've got 2 different stores in mind that I think would be fantastic to work with. So I'll pick 2 different stores to partner with and get them to do the kits with me. So my mystery part, or the mystery part with me, is free. The kits are just if you want a fabric option, like where you don't have to pick it. So I honestly won't know until the stores come up with it. And you'll be paying them, you won't be paying me. Bed size. No, it is not. It is, if you want it to be bed size, you can double it. And I will give instructions on how to do that. Let's see, where did I put my notebook? I know I just had it. It didn't go far. Where did I put it? Oh, I did put it back in the bag. I thought I didn't put it back in the bag. Let's see. I think the altered size ended up being 60 inches square. So if you want 120 by 120, then you need, instead of doing one quilt, you need to do 4. If you want it to be larger, I will give additional sizes that you can make and how you need to alter the instructions each month. So I will definitely give that out to you. But the base size, in order to complete all the elements of it, is 60 by 60, without adding any additional borders to it. So it's a fairly decent size. Like it's a good, I can quilt this on my home machine size quilt. And that's kind of what I was going for with designing it, was to make it something that would be easy to like quilt on your own, so you wouldn't have to necessarily send it out. But if you want to do it larger, or you've got a long arm, or you have access, or you don't mind, then that is always an option as well. So yeah, it will come in options. It will come in options. And I will discuss that with Chloe says she likes that size, right? So I will discuss that option with the stores as well. And work on putting together kit ideas. So I will get with them probably this next week or two. There's one of the stores I want to work with. I've already been to for Shop Hop. Another store is right here in town. Oh, hi Gladys, glad you're here. And then another shop is a bit of a drive. Laura says, me too, it's a nice size. I like that. That's fantastic, you guys. I'm glad that that's a good size. Because I was originally going to make it 50 by 50, but I couldn't do the math. Yes, the illustrious Siberian wind got stuck on the math. So adjusting it up by 10 inches helped with the math. The math was mathing after I adjusted it up. So October sound good? If I can get that going, guys, does that work? Does that time frame work for you? Because I'm going to have to put it together before I can send it out to you guys. So I have to put one together before anything can happen. So that is the next part of the deal. That is the next part of the deal. So, are you guys good with going through Christmas? Or do you want to wait until January to start it? Is that something you'd rather do, is wait until January to start it? Or do you want to start it right before the holidays? All right, one screen is not showing every comment. The other screen is, let me see. Oh, yes, October. Okay, perfect. I don't know why my YouTube screen isn't showing that. There it goes. It just updated. Just updated. Okay. All right, so October it is. So we will get it going in October, just in time for spooky season. And I will get working on it. I will get working on it. Sounds good to me. If you need a pattern tester, I volunteer. Of course you do, Pam. Now, this one I got to pattern test myself because when I teach it, I need to know my numbers. And that is actually why I do a lot of my own pattern testing. So with this quilt, for example, I'm teaching it Friday, but here I am testing it because I want to make sure it looks just like I intended it to look. And I've got to know my numbers. So I do have one in the future that I do need a pattern tester for. So if you are good with, if you really want to pattern test, then I will send that one off to you. I can't pay for it. But I do have one that will need to be pattern tested. And I do not have the time to pattern test it just yet. Oh, hi, Amy. Glad you were here. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. We are actually about to end here in just a minute. I was planning to end probably about 20 minutes ago, but we got to talking. We're talking about a mystery quilt coming up in October. So I will be issuing out a mystery quilt project, and I will be working with some shops, get them to put together some kit options, and that way you guys can call and order a kit in the different colorway options. So we will see what we can do. I'm surprised how much I've enjoyed doing these blocks for this commission quilt that it found me. Oh, that's cool, Pam. And that gives you a timeline too, because you're always thinking, okay, well, these people are expecting this to be done. Don't worry about being late. That's what replay is for, Amy. That is what replay is for. All right. Well, I think I need to call it quits because I have got to get food. I am definitely feeling the lack of food going. I really should have eaten before this live, but typical me, I am rushing and getting things ready and did not stop to eat. So I got a Quilt of Valor quilted today. I've got to get Beauty off the frame so that she can go to her spa day tomorrow, as well as Ricky, who is sitting in the table still. He's got to come out. She's got to come out for her spa day for tomorrow as well. And I need to get everything loaded up so that way 4 o'clock is going to come super bright and early. I'm going to be up about 3:30 so I can be on the road by 4:30. And I am not looking forward to that. It's a little too early, but we do what we have to do, right? So I am going to go ahead and sign off, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here. If you are not a member of the Facebook group and you want to be, I'm going to drop this in the link real quick. So if you can see the comments, you should be able to see the link to the Facebook group. There we go. It did comment. It did put it in there. And that way you can get all the updates. Next week, 1 week from today is Sew and Tell. So do not forget, set your clock, set your reminders. You do not want to miss Sew and Tell. There's a lot of entries coming in, and I am expecting plenty more. So please put them in there. And I will be here at Thursday night for Land That I Love. I may be running late, just so you guys know. Absolutely, Amy. Absolutely. We will see how all the pattern testing goes and go from there. So Thursday I may be running a little late because I am judging quilts and sewn items, sewn clothes, things like that. So we will see if I am on time or if I'm running a little bit late, but I will let you guys know. I will post it in the comments, and I will keep Kathy updated as well. So I will see you guys Thursday night for Land That I Love, and then Sunday for After